This is a test. First video with sound, first of all, since this is actually the second video. The first one just had no sound to it. This is something I just built today. Somebody who actually knows redstone could probably do it 100 times better than me. But, you know, it is what it is. It's also extremely hideous. What is it? What is it? This is a lava workroom, I guess you could call it. Your buckets of lava go up in here. They feed down into the two systems. This one here is a furnace where it's the fuel for whatever comes in from above. And then it feeds out below and down. And this here is a dispenser. And the dispenser dispenses it into a stream of water, so it turns it into obsidian. You mine the obsidian, the block drops, and this pours out a new bucket of lava. Okay, and the whole thing feeds down. The empty bucket feeds down into here, and the empty bucket from here feeds down into here. So all your empty buckets feed into this one chest, where you can then pick them up, run off to your lava source, refill, and put them back up in here. And so this is meant for a corner install in a room. You put this in the corner. The doors are optional. I'm just going to put them in. You do need something right here, because if there's no block here, the stream of water will come out and run, so you need something to block the water here. It could be a solid block, it could be a fence post, it could be a sign, doesn't matter. Right now I've just got a trapdoor. The obsidian will drop down into this hopper, which will then feed over to here, and anything that's not an empty bucket from the furnace will feed over to this hopper and down, and then the two will meet here and feed out that way. Now, if you wanted to, you could put a chest here to pick up all the stuff. I've got it on the assumption that it's going to feed off into something else, like a sorter system or an elevator or whatever, and so that's what this whole line here does. Okay. To build it, you will need a furnace, dispenser, 3 chests or more if you do something else with it. It involves 2 sorting hoppers, which is the standard setup that I've just got buried here. Okay, which each sorting hopper takes 2 hoppers, 1 comparator, 1 repeater, 2 redstone, and 1 redstone torch. Okay, and there's another one right here. And then you'll need 9 additional hoppers or so. More if you extend things like this up higher or this out longer. 9 hoppers will take you to this one here. So anything out past that is extra. You'll need 1 comparator, 2 repeaters, 3 redstones, and 1 redstone torch. And a bucket of water, which right there. Okay, that is everything necessary to make this. To start with, let's place that chest right there. That's going to be our central bit. Boom. Okay, everything comes from there. Now behind it, we need to place one of our sorting hoppers. Sorry. Am I supposed to speak while doing this or not? Yeah. Or just be utterly silent while you are admiring the majesty of my Minecraft skills. And repeater, comparator, redstone, hopper. Okay, so here we need the repeater, 2 blocks. Okay, and then we'll need a hopper there. Not there. There. And No. Okay. Next, we install yeah, I put it too close to this one. Fine, we'll just run with it. When you install this, don't put it install in there. Don't install it next to something else. Or at least make sure you have the space. Oops. I fell in the hole. Water goes down the hole. Okay, so now we've got both of our sorting hoppers set in. So we'll install this bit first, which is the lava to obsidian, the obsidian maker. The obsidian maker. Okay, we'll put the catch-all first, the output. Okay, and sorry, I don't have this memorized. Okay, so on top of this, we will need our dispenser facing that way. And into it, we will feed up the top a hopper. This is where the lava flows in. So let's do... And let's put our chest on top. It's got to be double wide so it can feed to both systems. One feeds here, and the other one feeds into the furnace. Okay. So next we need to install a starter obsidian block, or actually any block will do for a starter. And then we will do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and boom. Okay, on the back of this, we put a torch. That's the trigger for... I fell into hole again. That's the trigger for the dispenser. And a redstone, or a repeater, sorry. Repeater, comparator. Redstone, redstone, redstone. So what this does is when this block is broken, or when this block is here and there is something in the dispenser, you don't want this to ever run empty. You don't want to take out your last block. You want at least one lava bucket in here at all times, so that when you break this block, or when the block is here, this comparator is sending out a signal. Let me go ahead and put in a lava bucket just so you can see it. Up. Because I'm an idiot. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. I forgot to set up the sorter bit of the sort part of the sorter system. To do that, you need to get some empty buckets here. Boom. Okay. So this is the ratio you need. You need one empty bucket and then a total of 18 other items filling up the other 4 spaces. Okay? And you need to do the same thing here to this sorter system. And what this does is that this is the amounts you need, since empty buckets weigh more than a standard item, but not as much as an unstackable item like a lava bucket. So if one empty bucket comes in here, it will immediately feed back out again. Okay, so now I can put the lava bucket in here and it will stay. So you can see now the comparator is getting a signal and it's sending it out. And what happens is that when you break this block here, the obsidian block, this will turn off, which will then turn this torch on, and that signal will fire off the dispenser that will then push out, that will then pour the lava out. So what happens is, what we want that lava to do is we want that lava to come into a water flow. Boom. So what happens then? Oh, before I do this, let's go ahead and okay, I blocked it off of the block. Install these blocks here. Do I have any? Yes, I do. Okay. Trapdoor there. Nope. Trapdoor there. Okay. So that will stop the water flow. So when I break this, water flows, lava pours, turns to obsidian. So if I put in more lava buckets, comes down to here, and I break this again. Okay, so that's how that works. So as you mine your obsidian here, it will drop into this hopper, which will then feed to here. Obviously, it's not, because this is creative mode. I'm just destroying rather than mining. Okay, so that is. Did I get everything here? Yes, looks like it. Okay, so that is the obsidian farm, I guess you'd call it, the obsidian farm. You have to keep feeding it with lava buckets, and then you just keep mining obsidian as often as you like. So the next bit then is just going to be hooking it into a standard furnace. You've got the hoppers feeding the furnace, the materials to smelt. You've got the hopper on the side feeding it the fuel, which in this case is lava buckets, and then you've got the output. So we're going to... Where did my hoppers go? Here, hoppers. Boom. I want hoppers. Doc Hopper. Okay, so this is the feed out from the furnace. It'll drop down to here. All goods drop down to here. That's empty buckets and the smelted items. The empty buckets will then feed down into here and go to this. And then everything else will come out and just go on out. Okay? So this is your output to whatever you want to do. So next we need to put in our furnace. Blah. Wish I could do this as smoothly as everybody else does. Mumbo jumbo, I ain't. Okay, there's the fuel feeder. And there is the smeltables. So if I fill this here with cobblestone, now let's get myself a lot of lava buckets here. Excellent. Okay. So you can see now. Interesting. Okay. So everything. Okay, let's go and give it some more lava buckets. So this can, as you can see, this can hold a lot of lava buckets. Because the dispenser will hold 9 in storage. Each of these hoppers will hold 5. The furnace will hold 1, and then so you can have an entire double chest above that. So it just really depends on how many buckets you want to make to do all this. So as this is smelting, empty buckets will get put down here. So if I destroy one of these, boom, makes a new one. New empty bucket. New empty bucket. As this exhausts its fuel, the empty buckets from there will also feed to here. So then you just take these and you go tootling off to wherever your lava is, fill them all back up, and put them back up in here. That's really all there is to it. You can also see that as I used up lava buckets here, it pulled them out of here, which pulled them out of here. That is the whole system. I hope, first of all, this video is not too horrible. Second of all, that this is an interesting setup. It is particularly ugly. There's no way really, well, I guess you could hide the hoppers a little bit if you don't mind hiding. You put fill blocks in here, I guess. You'd need to run a shunt over to this chest here if you block it off so you can't see it. But you need to keep this obsidian block visible here. And you need to keep this chest visible and some way to feed this chest. If you don't feed it directly, like you're standing here or what have you, then you need to run a hopper line to it somewhere. And you could put, there's plenty of places here to put a crafting table. You could replace any one of these blocks with a crafting table. This one up here, this one over here, even that one back there. And you can cover these up with carpet or half platforms or something. Well, not half platforms. If you did a half platform, you'd have to change this to a half platform so you could still fit in there, I guess, to mine the obsidian. You probably want to have this back bit here be obsidian. So if you're mining with an efficiency pickaxe, you don't bust through this obsidian straight through the obsidian, straight through whatever block is on the other side, because that block holds your torch. So you don't want this block to be mined. So an obsidian would probably be a good idea for here. At any rate, this is Master TMO. Look, it's me. How do I... Eek. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.